Hey everyone, this is Tim from YourSixGaming. Today in the studio, we're going to be going over some of the must-have settings in Call of Duty Warzone. So let's go ahead and jump into the video right now. So Call of Duty Warzone has been out for about a year right now, and there's been some settings that have snuck into the game that you may have not noticed. So I'm just on the PlayStation 4 right now. I'm going to go through some of the settings with you. So I'm going to press options and then start under controller. So one thing that was added maybe a couple months ago was the dead zone option right here. So if you are having a little bit more stick drift in your right thumbstick, you may want to have this a little bit higher, but I set mine to 0.05. So with this, you can adjust the controller dead zone that represents the inner range in which the stick input will not be registered. So the larger the number, the more you'll have to move your right thumbstick to get a signal on the screen or movement on your character. Let's go down to aim response curve. I typically leave mine on dynamic or standard. If you are someone who wants a little bit more accuracy, try dynamic. This will give you a little bit more fine-tuned aim for your short movements with your thumbstick. A shorter movement on your thumbstick will represent a larger movement on the screen, so you can be a little bit more accurate with your assault rifles and your sniper rifles. So another thing is controller vibration. Having this turned off will give you a little bit more accuracy because the rumble sometimes may move your thumbstick just a little bit off center or off. So sometimes it's best to have that off. However, if you're trying out the new PlayStation DualShock controller, you may want to keep that on. And then here is another must. This one was with the game, however. It is use/reload behavior. You gotta have contextual tap on if you're using the default PlayStation controller or the Xbox controller. When you tap to reload to use, with priority on use when possible, holding the button always reloads. So you can pretty much pick up stuff extremely quickly by pressing the square button. The only problem is when you are in a vehicle, you do have to hold down the square button to go ahead and reload your weapon. So it's really nice. You can reload quick and pick things up really quick. Here is a new feature that is a must if you're on the default controller. This will allow you to put on your armor plates by pressing triangle once. So let's say you have 4 armor plates to put on. If you go to apply all under armor plate behavior, you just have to press triangle once and it'll put on all your armor plates for you instead of readjusting your hands so you can keep your right thumb on the thumbstick. So having this on, I can keep my right thumb on the thumbstick and I'm able to dodge shots and move around while those are being applied. Here's one that's nice is slide behavior. Switch it to tap. You just press it once and this makes slide canceling so much easier. And here is another big one in terms of movement and slide canceling. It is automatic sprint. Go ahead and switch it to auto tactical sprint, and this will be like movement in Halo where all you do is have to press the left thumbstick upwards and you're automatically sprinting. No longer have to push down the thumbstick, and this will save your thumbs and your movement will be a lot cleaner and more effective. Here's a nice one too. This was with the launch game as well, I believe. It is parachute auto deploy. So this can give you advantage getting to the ground quicker before your enemies, especially on the drop. You can get lower to the ground without your parachute opening. So you literally can pull it like 5 feet above the ground, land quick, and get a gun before your enemy drops in around you. If this is used effective, it is a must-have feature. Now under the general tab on the top, go ahead and turn your film grain off. This will give a little bit more clarity to your screen. What's the point of having a PlayStation 5 if everything is still blurry? I turned off subtitles. And here's a nice one. If you are kind of like color deficient like myself, go through the color blind types and make sure you go through the different settings here to the point where you can read the numbers in the circle. So it's supposed to be 1, 2, and 3 from left to right. And if you can't see them, go ahead and adjust your monitor's colors as well and the settings. Get to the point where you can actually see the different colors on the screen. Then turn off world motion blur, disable that. You do not need anything making your screen blurry. You want to be able to see targets more effectively and accurately. Here's weapon motion blur. Go ahead and do the same thing there. And if you haven't done this already, change your mini map shape to square. You can see more on the mini map when it's squared as opposed to a circle. And the same thing for HDR. Make sure you're calibrating your HDR so you can actually see the letters in the boxes. If it's too bright or too soft, go ahead and calibrate that correctly. You actually may want it a little bit more brighter so you can actually see more. But make sure that's calibrated. If things are too dark, you're not going to be able to see people hiding in bushes and etc. Then under audio, I typically like the boost low audio setting, otherwise the midnight mode. Try out boost low, and for my audio settings, I usually turn down the music, the dialogue stuff. I don't need to hear those when I'm in the game. Juggernaut music is disabled if I ever do get that. Then for voice chat effects, go ahead and just switch all the voice chat effects off so you just hear clear audio when you're talking to your team in the game settings. And then for war track, this is the new feature where when you get into a car, there's music playing. You have the option to actually turn that off right here if you do not want to hear that. So if you are worried about being copyright striked or demonetized, or if you're on Twitch, DMCAs, you might want to change this to the off position. So I think those are the best settings to have right now in Call of Duty Warzone. Definitely look into the armor plate and apply all setting. That one is definitely new. Contextual tap, the parachute setting. So all those are really, really good. So Call of Duty Warzone has a new season coming out, and it seems like the rumors are suggesting they're going to be doing a revamp of Alcatraz from Black Ops Blackout, and they're going to be putting it into Call of Duty Warzone December 10th. So we'll see if the rumors hold up for that. And the other rumor is that they're going to be completely redoing the map for the 1 year anniversary, like for the main Call of Duty Warzone map. Then you'll also have Call of Duty Alcatraz, let's call it, as an addition. So we will have two maps, and we'll see if the main map, how they do that, is a completely new map, or if it's going to be like a Fortnite or an Apex Legends style map where they just redo a little bit of the map and then go ahead and just publish it out to everyone else. We don't know for sure, but with that, there's going to be new features and new settings to go ahead and look over here in a couple months as we get closer and closer to the 1 year date, and to the point where they're going to be going ahead and implementing those new features. If this video did indeed help you out though, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more Call of Duty tech help tips coming up next on YourSixGaming.